Also, there's this feeling I'm getting that you need to learn how to fight properly, or there's this feeling I'm getting, like that you'll only get to know someone 0011 on the timer. You'll only get to really know someone once you fight with them, because then you'll know how they'll treat you, like if you act nasty towards them. And that might seem kind of manipulative, but that's not at all what I mean. It's more so testing the waters. uh, some people might misconstrue what I'm saying, but it's just about like trying to see whether you can handle your dark sides, you know?
All right, I'm back home now, so let's talk about it. It was really all over the place what I was trying to say earlier. I had to somehow like get the thought out before it left me again. Because the thoughts kept rushing in while I was outside. What I was saying is not to be nasty to people, not to test them. Don't be like an unevolved Scorpio moon. I know what I'm saying, trust me. Don't mistake your fear of vulnerability for discernment, okay? Don't. It's the same as if you're really self aware, you should be aware of your good sides too, not just of all the things you're bad at, right? Otherwise, you're just self deprecating. But that's not what we're here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about is that if you know how to fight, if you know how to fight properly, if you know how to fight properly, oh, there's birds in the tree and my cats are going crazy. If you know how to fight properly, you know how to love properly. I had this thought coming into my mind that when you meet new people or you're in a relationship with someone and it hasn't gone on for too long yet, the first fight will determine the rest of the underlying feeling of your relation, like the rest of your relationship, the underlying feeling that you don't really talk about, but that's under beneath the surface, like kind of influencing the trajectory of your relationship, right? So when you fight with someone, it's imperative is what I'm hearing, that you fight in a way that represents the truth. I don't know what this means. This is very abstract language because we're talking about deep-seated feelings that usually don't come to the surface, but something is coming in fast. Something is coming in fast and it has to do with emotions. This might be a twin flame connection and I might be talking to an Aries. The first TikTok I saw when I came onto the app today was of this girl in her car, and it's really sad actually. I really felt the emotion behind the TikTok, but it was also really fucking hilarious. It was like a girl in the car bawling her eyes out, and she was like, I had to call this man and no car having N-word, and I had to, I'm not quite sure about whether I can, we're not getting into this right now, but she was like, she beat this man up because it was like they had a fight or something, or he did something bad to her, and she was like crying in the car and like just so like mortified and horrified, like ashamed and like scared of how she acted, how this person made her act. And I think it's really important. I'm not quite sure why I started talking about this because I keep looking at the Four of Wands now. I'm all over the place. But there's something coming in that will manifest as something long, like long term in your life, right? And you might be a person, now I got it, why I talked about that girl on TikTok. She was an Aries. You might be an Aries. This is giving me real, like, unevolved Aries energy. Just not being violent, being accountable though. Even unevolved Aries are accountable sometimes. It's like just childlike energy that has not been checked, that has not matured. It's just fire without anything holding it in, you know what I mean? And I think this relationship, either you have to learn this before you get into this relationship, because I'm seeing this as a twin flame relationship, but we'll get some clarifies. You have to work on something first. You know that, or you have worked on something. You have learned how to fight properly. You have learned how to manage your dark emotions, your your discordian emotions within, like your inner power, because those emotions are powerful, even the negative ones especially. You have learned to control it, you are planning ahead because you know there's someone else's emotions that will, oh, this is abstract. Someone else's emotions that will be of importance to you in your day-to-day life soon as well. I'm talking about your partner. This could be for some of you a child too. This is a very random thought. So you might be getting pregnant, trying to get your impulses under control, like your anger issues. You might have anger issues, or you don't, just don't really know how to deal with your negative emotions. And this is a new thought. You feel really immature in the way you think. That's why my words aren't coming out properly. It's like you're this is something you have thought of for the first time, you have actually considered for the first time, and now you're trying to figure out how to implement it into reality. But there's no other cards, so I'm going to pull some not clarifiers, but like some advice from spirit on how to deal with this. Gotta know how to fight properly, otherwise you're gonna make it like you're gonna I don't even know how to explain it. Like the attachment styles are gonna get weird. The way people deal with relationships are gonna get weird. The love languages are gonna get weird if you don't know how to fight and love properly. You know what I mean? Emotions are really, I understand my dad. He used to tell me I was a very volatile Aries youth when I was younger. And he always told me that I have very impulsive emotions, and that my emotions, I should consider them a luxury. I shouldn't just use them, I should honor them. You need to honor your emotions. And for that, to do that, you need to let them out and look at them in a good way, not in a biased and judgmental way. Look at them very objectively. Try to be understanding. Respect for yourself and others is key to your growth. Have you felt a lack of respect in some areas of your life? By setting clear boundaries and honoring yourself, the world will follow suit. So you might be, the world will follow suit. This is giving me mirroring energy. So according to your own emotions, or like depending on how you act, depending on how you let your emotions be expressed, or depending on how you express your emotions, the person in front of you will mirror you and give you that same energy back. This could be in a relationship, this could be children especially. They mirror you like crazy, but everyone does, right? We have reconciliation coming out again. This was part of the last reading too. It may be time to reconcile with someone or something. Is there an unresolved issue weighing on you? Taking the first step toward peace will bring inner tranquility and strengthen your future relationships. So I was feeling that something is coming towards you, and you're preparing your, like, the way you talk, your boundaries, the way you set boundaries, the way you express your emotions, the way you fight, the way you love, right? But this could also be with someone you have already had an argument with someone you fought already. And right now I'm giving you advice on kind of checking yourself if you fought properly, if you were not manipulative, if you didn't project or like use other defense mechanisms. I don't know them in English. Verschiebung, Projektion. I don't know. There were like 12, I think. It doesn't matter. Maybe you can look that up. Defense mechanisms by Freud. Yeah. Setting healthy boundaries is crucial for your well-being. Do you feel overwhelmed by others? Clearly define your limits to protect your emotional and mental space. I was getting that too. And clarity. I'm going to take this one card as well. Clear vision is leading you forward. Have you been feeling uncertain? Clarity is emerging. Take action with confidence and trust in your path. So if you don't let your emotions come out as they are, not manipulate them to come out as something else. For example, if you're scared, then you react with anger. If you let them come out as they are, your path forward will come out as it is. Like your destined path will come out much clearer. There will be less obstacles in your way, right? This could be in relationships in general, in any kind of relationship. So yeah, keep checking yourself, I'm hearing. So my biggest advice to you right now is self-reflection and trying to get your impulses under control, trying not to fake emotions, and trying to be very clear and vulnerable. That's a lot of work. Good luck.